Hey guys, welcome to the Ken Podcast, episode 5. Yes, that's right, Ken. We did a name change for the sake of needing a name change because Coyote was for some reason too hard for people to look up. But we kind of retconned the name and decided to turn Ken into the bat's name. So there you go. Our mascot, the bat, is now named Ken as our network, and it's been quite a while. Quite a few weeks since we last did a podcast, I'd say, due to wanting to focus more on the channel, and we were moving out as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's just really nice to have a podcast again. And there's a few topics we're going to cover today, but I'm going to introduce everyone around here, and I got like almost everyone here except Black, since he's currently doing real life stuff, focusing on his life. But we got Funk here.
Hello.
And we got a nice little hello. And we got Mook here.
What's going on, everybody? Mook.
And we have Scope.
Hello.
And we have Rain, or Ono D. He goes either way.
Sup?
I'm sorry. But yes, we're gonna just so I'm just gonna ask the question. What have you been playing, Funk? What have you done this week?
What have I done this week? Played Dark Souls. Played a lot of Dark Souls. I've touched Dark Souls and Stellaris, actually. A lot of Dark Souls and Stellaris. I've essentially just been Space Trump, taking everything over and committing genocide on alien races.
Building space falls.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Stellaris is really fun. I actually need to start modding it because I'm playing it vanilla and everyone's just yelling at me. They're like, "What kind of mods you got?" I don't. I've also been modding Fallout 4 since I've actually finally figured out how to get it to work because I'm a dumbass. But that's actually been really neat. With I have a vault settlement mod. You essentially just build a vault anywhere.
Oh shit.
You just sort of put the concrete foundation down.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it happen. It was really gross. There's no intro, like for, the sun is in my eyes, but it's just...
Yeah, you just teleport into a vault.
Yeah, it's just loading
a giant
screen.
vault door on the ground. You just teleport into the vault and it's like, oh, this is it. I also have the scope mod, which is really nice.
Would you say that the mods are really improving the experience that you have so far in Fallout 4?
No. So far, it's minor improvements. Because, the toolkit hasn't been out for too long. I think it's only been out for like a month at this point. So people haven't really gotten too much time to create like insane mods. I did have an NPC mod, which essentially it let you place NPCs in your settlements, but that broke the game because it made all my buildings turn invisible.
Jesus Christ.
It was silly.
It's been quite a while since I played Fallout because I just I sold it and then I thought about it because survival mode finally came out, which I feel like should have been in the game in the first place because it's a really good mode and it's like expanded on, I think.
I think it sucks, to be honest. I think it's fucking hard.
I don't mind it.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, but I mean, I knew what I was getting into. Well, I actually didn't because I didn't know that you fucking like. All right, cool. So, go to Concord. There's some stuff maybe you could check out over there. Okay, so you go to Concord like in the original, and then is that a raider? Let me pop him real quick. Like 3 shots from a pipe pistol. Duh. I'm like, cool. All right. Oh, I'll just restart. Oh yeah, I'm at the I'm at the vaults because you gotta sleep to save. It's like, it's hard, but it's cool. It's interesting.
I actually thought it, definitely should have been in from the beginning, but it... I think, I don't know, I think it makes the game easy to go back to. I think it makes you focus more on the world. You really have to pay attention to your surroundings. You can't run in somewhere as blindly, and power armor actually feels very useful now, even at a high level. So it's just nice to play around.
I remember my first playthrough, like, it was difficult at first, and then I got an explosive combat shotgun, and I just cheesed through everything, and the game got really, really, really easy.
So basically, just a mix of Fallout 4, some Dark Souls, and some space games, and that sounds pretty eventful for the week. Well, that's a lot of games to be playing in 1 week, I'd say. So I could barely pay attention to one. So,
I've been jumping.
Luke, what have you been playing?
Lately, I've been playing been actually playing Samp. Samp was fun. Samp, I think we should play more. I think we should actually do something for that. What else? Gravity
Review?
Rush. Working on the review for that one. Actually plan on putting that out this week. And what else? Oh, Siege. Siege has been really good.
Siege has been taking over
my life. Yeah.
It's fun.
With the new update that just came out, added 2 operators, 2 new maps. Shit's good.
Yeah, other than that, have you been playing anything else?
Not too much actually. Siege has been taking up a lot of it, and also Just Cause. Just Cause has been taking up a lot of it as well.
Actually, my brand, I sold Smash 4. Yeah, I got rid of it for what did I use it towards?
Is it Pikmin?
Yeah, I bought
Pikmin
Pikmin instead. I'm sorry. I mean, eventually I'll get it sometime.
I mean, I have it on my Wii U. I have it on my Wii U. I just don't. We just don't use my Wii U.
But yeah, Smash 4 has been a while. I heard Mewtwo King 3.0, so that's pretty cool. But
Yeah, I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
same here. Watching actually, yeah, I was watching. That's one of the topics of Get On My Level was a good tournament. But before we get to those, we gotta finish this. And Scope, what have you been playing this week?
Doom. I've been playing Doom.
So is that it?
Yeah, just Doom.
Yeah.
Wood?
Yeah, it's honestly, I would say it's probably maybe. Well, I mean, I can't. Okay. If we're gonna put in like a comparison or saying, is it a worthy reboot or successor to Doom 1 and 2? I would say single player, yes, because that was made by id, and a lot of people don't know. Multiplayer was actually not made by id. It was outsourced, basically. But I mean, I still think they did a good job, whoever it was. I didn't look into who actually did it. Yeah, but it's like, it did the perfect. I think I like arena shooters, and I think it brought it back. It didn't feel so much like Doom. It felt a lot like Quake. But as for the single player, I thought it was absolutely solid. And I don't know. I mean, a lot of people gave hate to it. Not the single player. I think everyone generally liked the single. I think everybody did. I know I did, and everyone I know who played it did. But as for multiplayer, it gave a lot of negativity. There weren't a lot of certain affinity. A lot of good reasons to dislike it on the fact that people are comparing it to specific thing. Wow, they did a Halo DLC.
Blastacular map pack. They did the multiplayer DLC in World at War. They helped with the 360 port of Left 4 Dead. Multiplayer DLC for Black Ops. Multiplayer DLC for Reach.
They did Age of Booty Tactics for iOS.
You can Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. They helped with that. Yeah. Ghosts. Oh, Ghosts. Yeah.
Ghosts?
Multiplayer for the Master Chief Collection. I don't know what they did in it. But
They're pretty good at multiplayer stuff. So I guess they got a name for themselves, certain affinity. So if you ever need any game devs out there need to outsource their multiplayer.
Oh, they
And
were
one-
created by. Oh, sorry.
Oh, created by Bungie, ex-employees of Bungie.
Oh,
That's really
man.
cool.
2006.
And other industry veterans that we cannot find out about for some reason.
See, the thing is, I know a lot of people would say, "Oh, this is too much like Halo and stuff." And I mean, I can't say there's not any elements, but that's only because Halo is just another FPS shooter. But as far as it being its own thing, I can say it. I mean, it feels like Quake. That's what it feels like to me. But still, it's relatively the same shit.
So
And
overall, Doom is good.
Yeah,
Doom
I mean, yeah, and I'm
2016
also,
is
yeah. I mean, if it doesn't win any awards for shooters, I'd be pretty upset. I'm also actually doing a review, and that'll be up hopefully soon.
Within the next week or two.
Within the next week or two, yeah,
I'd say
probably.
within the next week if you can get
Yeah.
the footage, then I can
I'm gonna hit that up.
blast that out.
All right, so we got Scopes, Doom, and let's see what Rain has been doing.
One thing I want to add is looked up on more on Certain Affinity. Not only is it just ex-Bungie employees, but it's Microsoft employees, Red Storm employees, Origin, EA employees, Digital Anvil, NCSoft, and the now defunct Midway Austin employees.
That's
Just
cool.
a big
A
bag.
lot of people.
Hello, everyone. I mean, personally, what I've been playing, I just kind of wiped the dust off of my 3DS just to kind of start playing some of the games that I had on there. I've been keeping up with the news for SMT for Apocalypse, or what we knew it as Final for a while. So I've just been kind of on an SMT binge for a while, just playing Devil Survivor. I brushed off my PS3 for some Digital Devil Saga 2 and some Nocturne. But besides that, I mean, I haven't really been playing anything too current besides, of course, Dark Souls 3 and the Overwatch beta, and that was a thing. But we'll definitely talk about that soon, given the release officially tomorrow, but later today, of course. But personally, I've just been really just looking for a good RPG. Once we get on the E3 topic, we can talk a little bit more about SMT4 Apocalypse and just the 3DS in general. And some of the good news that we have as far as Monster Hunter Generations, which I'm super excited about. We've been following it since it was cross. But I'll pass the mic over to Dank here, see if we can continue on with maybe some of our Overwatch hype.
So that was basically all the games that we've played this week. Actually, well, yeah, I haven't talked about what I've done, but I guess this week I played a lot of different things because I bought Soma. Haven't beaten Soma yet, but we're like pretty much there. It's really good. It's like it's really good so far. I gotta say the horror aspect of it, it's like very subtle, and it's not like it's not focused on jump scares, but it's very psychological horror, and there's a lot of like questioning of lots of questioning of what's it called, who we are, and like because you got a lot of like am I a robot? Am I human? Does it matter if I'm a robot? Does it matter if I'm human? There's a lot of that. So I haven't beat it yet, and apparently there's a really cool twist. That's the reason I bought this game, because apparently there's an amazing twist that I'll eventually get up to. But and other than that, I bought Resident Evil HD, the GameCube port, and that's it's really pretty. It's like a really good remaster, and it's still pretty spooky. I like the angles that we have. And just like everything about it's just really, really, really like I want to say it aged. Well, like the HD helps it look like it aged, but then I looked up the GameCube footage of it, and it really doesn't look that different. So the game aged really well, and it still has all the old school scare tactics, and it's really fun. I guess I've been playing a lot of horror games, and then I've been playing Siege and Dark Souls, but not Dark Souls too much because I've been a little bit of burnt out from a lot of PvP, but I'm pretty much like I'm like a level 120, so I'm pretty much ready for Journey 2 because I haven't started it for some reason, but I'm probably gonna start that. And yeah, other than that, that's the games I've been playing for the week, and we'll get to the big discussions that we're gonna be talking about. And Overwatch is one of them because Overwatch is coming out technically today. And that game has like been just blowing up really well because it's good. It's really good, and it's like it has such a positive like feedback, and it's like it's a really fun open. They had the open beta that just came out, well, for this month, open beta, and everyone got a chance to play it pretty much, console wise and all that. So everyone was playing the hell out of it, and then it just lasted along, and there's a lot of feedback. There's like millions of I want to say there's like lots of stats about millions of people just being just playing the game, swapping heroes. It feels really good. It feels really fresh. I want to say it takes a lot of ideas from other games and makes it into one fresh, and just every character looks alive, and there's so much attention to detail. And it's just really nice stuff. And I just saw a picture of like Diva that's Rain is showing us, and like one of the hidden pictures is like Mari from Evangelion, the film sequels. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but yeah, it's definitely a good game. All of us had a blast on it. I played it with Mook and Rain on the PS4, and we had tons of just tactics going on. Lots of fucking. There's so many like times we did good. Like the first time I played, I picked Diva, and I got like I don't know a good amount of kills for my first time.
I remember. You got 5
Mhm.
kills.
Just a good amount of stuff first round.
No deaths.
No deaths, and it just felt good, and it feels really good to play because you don't focus on one character, you focus on all. And how does everyone like else feel about the game? Because I thoroughly enjoyed it, and even you viewers, what do you think? I know you played Overwatch, don't hold it against.
I think it was fantastic, and I'm excited to play at 7 o'clock with my boys. I see B-More in here. What up, B-More? Shout out to B-More.
Shout out to B-More.
He's
At
I think
what's
he's,
your Twitter name? At B-More.
oh, is it the B-More Gamer? At the B-More Gamer.
Check him out.
We'll actually type that in the chat if you're interested. At the B-More. You got it right there. So, but yeah, I think I've compiled my Overwatch team. For the most part, I believe it's 6. I don't know. It's me, and then which I main. I main Soldier 76. That's just me. But I guess it's hard to do a main in this game because you're constantly switching depending on how the game's going. But if the game's going fucking solid, then I'm gonna stay 76 for the most part. Yeah. But I think Miguel is. I think he's a Bastion. So I've seen him. I think I've seen him play. He's pretty good. The B-More Gamer. I can't remember what you are. I think you are Hanzo. I want to say Hanzo or Genji. Something weeb like.
Something we like.
But yeah, it's a pretty good team. But that's what I like so much about it is that like you can say you main someone, but like when you say you main someone, that just it kind of means that this is your favorite person to play.
We do have someone in this group that literally only mains one person.
Yeah.
Cheyenne. Rain actually.
I main Master Yi.
Rain. For some reason doesn't like to play by the rules and is like, yeah, I'll pick Mei every single time.
I'm switching over.
Now is a Reaper player.
He said no, you're wrong, Mike. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Wrong.
Apparently, I'm the outcast now, so I'm maining Reaper.
Kind of fucking
I hate all of
responsive.
you.
That means you gotta change your name up
Nope.
to something dark and sinister.
Shadow Killer 63. I don't know, something sinister, something
Yes.
evil, some Columbine Man.
Columbine Man. What is Columbine Man? Excuse us. But yeah,
Cut the string!
Overwatch is nice. Overwatch is nice. You get to see the people breathe. I don't know why that like really caught my eye when I was watching. Like in the beginning menu where you can see just the characters hanging out. It was it Lucio? It was just there, and you can actually see him breathing, which I find like
sweating.
really
Breathing?
cool.
What?
You can
Yeah,
see
you
him
can
like
see like their chest like
his
expanding and
his chest
contracting.
expanding. You can
Oh,
actually
that's
see
fucking-
him
That's gross.
breathing. It's
He
weird.
actually he breathes faster when you look at him.
He
'cause gets
breathes
nervous.
faster when you look at him. You heard it here.
No, but in my opinion, I think Overwatch is good because when you say you main someone, that means that's your favorite person to play. Disregarding Cheyenne here, but so but
mind.
you'll find yourself playing as a lot of people. Like for example, one match I think I played like as 4 people so we could get the win on an escort. and I started a 76. I'm like, okay, well, shit. You know, old habits die hard. So, no, actually, I was Widowmaker. We were on defense, so I was trying to play as Widowmaker, and then, the problem with Widowmaker is that she's good when they're, coming at from the get. But if your team gets overwhelmed, you really can't help them because, she has the assault rifle thing, but it's like that's it, And then, so I'm like, okay, let me try Reinhardt. Okay, all right, that pushed him back a bit. Now let's push him even further. With Bastion. Okay, that worked too. Now let's close out this game and make sure they can't even get past the first wave with Junkrat. So I'm throwing my fucking mine, shooting the grenade launcher, and we won. It's, I wasn't the only one that was doing switches. It was everybody, but that's an example of like why I like this game is because teamwork. You have to be versatile. I just saw a man drive on a bike outside our window, and he had a fan attached to the front of his bike pointing at him. I shit you not, that just happened.
Farah, Reinhardt, Roadhog, and a bit of Winston.
A little Winston, huh?
Honestly,
Actually, those are pretty good characters. I'm not actually good. I tried Farah a few rounds in to check because I noticed that I don't have any like attack characters that I'm good with. Cause
I really like Farah. Farah I mained for a long time.
Because I got the defense and tanks. That's like all I'm good at.
I'm gonna try Roadhog soon.
Oh yeah,
looks nice.
Roadhog.
When Roadhogs. Oh yeah, tonight.
I wish I could have gotten more time with the game because the one time I did try it out, I was in Tampa, and I downloaded it because the beta just came out. And, wow! Holy shit! The beta just come out, and I downloaded it in Tampa because I was there for reasons. And yeah. And it downloaded while I was playing Destiny for the first time, which I played for like 12 hours straight. But it finally, alright, fucking Overwatch is done down. I'm gonna play it. Oh, it's installing. Still. It's hours. I fell asleep. And then I left the next day.
So you gave it up because of the time constraints.
I got to play like the tutorial as Soldier
Hold on.
Soldier 69.
He's not the only one guilty of this crime because you, Dank,
Me.
I said, hey, the Doom open beta is live. Yeah, cool. I'll download it. Never did.
I actually did.
No, you did, and then you never played it though.
No, I did it because it was the day it was off.
Oh yeah, that's right. But see,
They finished downloading when the beta was over.
it's like cool. Tried, nothing happened, but it's like if you have the opportunity to play a free game, why wouldn't you just take it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, busy life,
we
man.
did play it. We
Got
played
other
it.
games to be
Who knows how
lazy
many
about
rounds?
and not play.
about? I'm talking about Doom, not Overwatch.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying.
Huh?
It took me a long time to get Overwatch too. But yeah, just like sometimes I just don't like to, play Doom.
Look, you
Yeah.
got those Ethan shorts going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, other than that, Overwatch has been like quite a blast, and it's become like a piece of everyone's life, and this is only Overwatch stream. We're gonna change this is an Overwatch heavy channel now, and at the end of
This is,
Only basing Overwatch based news.
But yeah, basically,
Overwatch Network.
Overwatch is a game with a lot of people and a lot of pretty girls
You do shoot.
and a lot of handsome men, and I
Can you
think
kiss the girls?
And Kiss Winston.
I think everyone is
Close enough.
awesome when the team is working, and Bastion is cool as well.
Are you reading off your hand?
No. All right, so we're gonna move on to the Assassin's Creed movie
I am a god.
reaction trailer to
I am
it.
a god.
Discussion,
I
but
am a
it's
god.
it's not the movie itself that I'm worried about. It's the pre-order that you can get with it being let's look at there's a $15 movie
Like,
ticket.
Just cover this.
You can
That's what
you can
got.
play you can
$40 movie.
you can get
Yeah.
a movie ticket and a script for $15, so you can watch the screenplay as you sit down on your theater chair and look down and back at the screen because you're gonna know exactly what they say. Just, you
You
know,
know, the
for
entire
15
plot.
bucks. You can pay $40 and you can get
A T-shirt.
you can get $40 and you can get a movie ticket, a T-shirt, a watch, and the script. Arm yourself with everything you need to count down to the Assassin's Creed movie. Wear the collectible digital watch and live the creed in the exclusive
You can just
Assassin's
watch
Creed
your
movie
time.
T-shirt
You could just watch your time being wasted.
with iconic words, "Work in the dark to serve the light." T-shirt is made of poly rayon blend and features a round neck and relaxed fit. This package includes a ticket to see Assassin's Creed in theaters, the digital watch, a T-shirt, a digital copy of the script, and behind-the-scenes
A
extras.
digital copy of the script. That means you have to have your phone out for this.
It's gonna be a lot of megabytes.
Pretty much, yeah. I
You
mean,
just get a digital copy on the $15 one too.
like from what I'm seeing,
garbage.
you pay $40. You get a shirt since you had to sell the one off your back to pay for the $40 movie ticket. You get a watch just so that way you can watch yourself waste your time, and a script so you can just jump to the end and spoil it for everyone in the theater. It's like, it's kind of a waste.
Oh
What?
my god, that's so true. That's so
This is all
fucking
just
true.
a waste.
And not like in $10 more, you can get a special edition Assassin's Creed Colonel crate. Go down, please.
Oh my god, I thought that was it.
I'm sorry.
There's even more.
Oh boy, a black flag
way
hat.
more. There's way
There's a
more.
black flag hat.
Sorry,
Not
all
even to the
gone.
movie you're going to see.
All gone.
People
People have
okay.
been buying this.
One thing.
Wow.
From looking at the watch. Looking at the watch, it looks like it's gonna be like one of those cereal box watches.
I love 2005 Burger King.
That's what it looks like from here, because it's like you can just see the design on it. I imagine it's gonna be a little cutout. You can just see the time. That's it. Can't even change it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Patreon rewards is what it looks like. So we got the Animus fucked up. Yeah, it really does. Because I feel like the Animus just... Well, I don't get why it's like virtual reality.
It like lifts him up into like
Yeah.
I guess this dome where he has the weapons but can't actually do anything with them. He's just kind of swinging at the air.
Yeah, the whole trailer, like, it didn't really captivate me. And I won't say it's like... Wow, you can pay $60 for McFarlane Toys, Hidden Blade. McFarlane had a part in this, making this. It's an arcade game claw. Yeah, that's what it is. It just grabs, what's his face? Or just who's he gonna? Did they even have a name for him? But
I
yeah,
think they do.
basically, I just don't like. I don't like the idea of the movie, mainly because of the game itself. The way it presents things just doesn't look like it can really fall into a movie unless it's based on the Assassin's world itself. Because, like, when you bring in the Animus, it becomes like...
It's a very difficult topic to really talk about because it's such
aspect.
yeah. There's weird aspects that it goes between reality and in the Animus, and sometimes it kind of blurs, especially with the whole religious thing and gods coming in.
Oh shit, I had to yawn. No, I think, it's funny though. A lot of people were mad about the fact that it's going to be more present than day, or wow, fuck me. More present than the past. More abstergo, more futuristic stuff, and not so much of the Spanish Inquisition. But you know what? It's funny because I think that's okay because it applies to the same reason what a lot of people said about Batman versus Superman and basically superhero. Hold on. So
We'll let you finish.
basically, like, you have to understand that's a comic book, you know what I mean? Or, for example, if you put it in Assassin's Creed is traditionally a video game. A lot of people know from the video game that they know, they don't really, but not everyone plays video games, but a lot of people, almost everybody will watch a movie. So you still have to basically re-explain what's going on for people that have no idea what Assassin's Creed is, because some people do. I mean, some people have no idea, I'm sure. So they want to go into this and they want to figure this out. That's basically
Follower.
that's basically how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank you.
it makes sense. Who was the follower? I didn't see.
I'm gonna look over here.
But yeah. So, anyways, that's just how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Batman versus Superman. It was too much for the fans, which is okay. But I mean, you know, that's just my opinion on that, I guess.
So, wait, what's the setting of this movie? I haven't really looked at the trailer.
It's the Spanish Inquisition.
If they do not have the musical number from History of the World Part 1, I'm going to be mad.
Why?
The Inquisition.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I mean, they fucking. I mean, who knows?
Thank you for liking the channel.
Dog.
Thank you so much for the followers. That's awesome. That's
like the most we've
really cool. Yeah, in a single stream.
Single stream, 2 followers.
That's good. That's good for us.
Thank you.
Especially when we just started back our podcast series because I feel like it's fun. But yeah, Assassin's Creed, like the cinematography wise, I don't like the color palette they chose because it's very either blue
Very like
or very
three-tone heavy.
or yellow. We got what is it? What's it called? Fargo? What do they call the place? yeah. What's the place called where the Animus is? What's Abstergo?
Fargo.
Wells Fargo, yeah. Abstergo. It looks, it's like when they go to Abstergo, the color grade is blue, like beyond blue. So like it's got to be like very fucking cold there. It's like a morgue pretty much. And then you go to the world view of the assassin, and everything is yellow, which I guess they're trying to bring in heat element, but I think you should bring.
Or it's like a piss filter.
It's like a piss filter. It looks really yellow. It should have like a little bit more orange in it to get a heat, kind of like Mad Max had that pure orange world, and just like I don't know, it's just weird to look at this yellow.
But you have to agree, you know, it makes sense why they're doing it, you know, because a lot of people were bothered by the past and the, you know, less past, more present. Because everyone wants to see what's going on with Aguilar, you know, not the main character, Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
I don't think he has a name. I think it's just Michael Fassbender goes into the Animus. I don't know.
It has this like really unnatural color grade as we've been talking about. It's sort of like that watch Mad Max once sort of vibe to it. It just it doesn't look truly like a genuine stylistic choice, but it does seem like as far as like costumes go and as far as the environment, they look really great personally from the shots that I'm seeing. I mean, besides the present things, Jesus Christ, $600.
Scale.
1,200.
1,200. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm like watching
The rewards.
the rewards.
You don't wanna
The
blow that.
Kickstarter. I swear they're still paying for the movie right now. They're still trying. I don't understand. I really don't.
Crossbow worth like $1,190?
It's a real crossbow. It launches your popcorn at the screen. You could actually load up your tomatoes into the crossbow when you realize the movie sucks.
But all in all, the movie
Old school shooting.
as an entity is probably going to be good. It's probably going to be decent to watch. It's probably going to be, it's not going to be amazing, but it's probably not going to flop. But the whole marketing behind it, it's kind of weird. Like the whole rewards and how much money they want for these rewards is kind of weird when it's going to be a movie instead of a game. Like you can do this with a game instead, and people will pay for that because people like that. But when you turn into a movie, you're just going to give other directors ideas about like, hey, if this works, why can't we do that for our movie? And soon enough, you're going to have like new Alien director start giving out this fucking xenomorph.
Real-life eggs that
Yeah,
will hatch and fucking face huggers. will fuck your
$1,200.
face.
You get the on-screen autograph of the script, and there we go.
Also, that one assassin is going to be in the movie. I just remembered that. Thank you, B More, for pointing that out. The one assassin, I can't remember his name. It's the guy, I think, from... Oh, my God. Phil, can you look it up? It's there. There's the voodoo guy. He's a voodoo guy. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
From which one?
I don't remember. That's the thing. I read about it a couple days ago, and then B More just mentioned it, so it's like,
So the rein in some game tie-ins.
Yeah, it's only one, but I mean, it's like you
Still
know.
something, yeah.
Who is it?
Movie game character.
Movie game.
Movie game.
Movie game character.
We're looking at that great keywords. Assassin's Creed movie game character.
Movie game character.
Be more. Maybe you can give us a little insight in this because we're having a little bit trouble researching of our keywords. But yeah, Assassin's
Movie
Creed.
game character?
Connor Edward Carmack. I don't know. Win a date with Kanye. Yeah, it's a
Hey.
nice
There we
little.
go.
That's a
Hey.
nice. That'd be a cool reward right there. On set on the new mixed version of Life of Pablo.
I am a god.
But yeah, Jesus. So there's a assassin from the game that's going to be in the movie. Who'll probably, hopefully, play a nice role, and it'll be a nice little nod to the fans. It's like, hey, I'm alive
I need to play
and
some
real.
more- Some more Black Dad.
Some who?
Some Ass Creed.
What?
What?
Ass Creed Black Dad.
Ass Creed Black Dad. What?
Yeah, man. Just
Oh, Black Flag. Wow.
my friends started calling it that.
Oh no! It's not a main character. It's not one of the actual assassins. I think he was an assassin, but
Support.
yeah. Hang on, let me look it up. Oh my god.
Let's see, Aguilar.
One of the people I'm
Mosa,
thinking it may be is from
Joseph Lynch.
Black Flag. It was he was one of the lead assassins that taught you. He was one of the leading assassins that taught Connor, not Connor. I'm sorry, Kenway. Well,
Mufasa?
how to be more of an assassin once he found the island. But as far as what was he supposed to be? The guy who's tying in?
I don't know.
I know. You see, because now this thing says why the Assassin's Creed movie doesn't feature any video game characters. That's an article by IGN from May 16th, 2017. But I swear to God, I saw it said something, and even it's clear B More saw something too. It's not black. It's hang on. It's not Altair, Connor. It's no main character. That's the thing. It's a side character from one of the games, and I don't know. I think that's just gonna be
Callum
lost in the wind. Who?
Callum Lynch.
Callum Lynch.
That's what he's saying. Callum Lynch.
Callum Lynch.
Who the fuck?
Look up this guy.
Who the fuck?
Look up this
Who's
Callum.
Callum Lynch? I think that's the main character. I think that's Fassbender's character. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it is.
Yeah, that's
Isn't he
that's.
from Kane Lynch?
Ooh.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, it says he just only appears in the
Assassin's Creed
in the
movie by
Assassin's
Michael
Creed.
Fassbender. Okay, so yeah, Assassin's Creed from Ubisoft, the movie, video game with action figures on the way.
Better than what
Or
Sony's
Ubisoft.
doing, so.
Yeah, it's a little better than Sony, but we can't get into that Ghostbusters discussion right now. And yeah, we're gonna take a small 2-minute break to get some water in our system, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you for staying and being awesome, and really, thanks for watching.
Oh, the camera's
Oh, the camera's
Oh,
on.
camera's on.
Oh,
It's been on
Yeah.
the whole time.
we'll be right back.
All right, be right back.
The person in the group.
Wow.
Confession room. Hey guys, we are back after our break, and yeah, we just do some crap. I guess we're doing confessions if we're hating each other and all that stuff. But actually, since we're back, thank you for staying and watching this. And again, thanks a lot for just tuning in, because it's really cool to see just at least someone watching our shit and finding us, I guess, entertaining.
The support feels great. It's always appreciated.
But yeah, and it feels really good. Feels really good. But you know what's not really good? Star Wars Battlefront single player campaign got cut off. You know, everyone was kind of sad about that, about launch, but now we kind of have a reason, and that reason being because they wanted to get the game out before the movie that has nothing to do with it comes out. They wanted Force Awakens. They wanted to get it out before Force Awakens, and that's why we don't have single player. And that kind of sounds like a cop out, or like not really a good reason.
Yeah, 'cause
To include it.
It's like it's just stupid in general.
Yeah.
You'd think that the movie would bring up hype for the series and would boost sales.
It's like why couldn't they just take their time? Exactly. Because it doesn't matter what it comes out before or after. It's Star Wars. You got Star Wars. People have been living and breathing Star Wars since before.
And it's not necessarily like they gave any nods to the movie either. It's not even like the characters that are in the movie, like Han Solo, are even at that age where they were in the movie. They were their younger selves, so it has no correlation to the movie at all.
So it's like, yeah, there could have been so much stuff, and it just sounds like it's not the legitimate reason. It just sounds like they just wanted a multiplayer-based game. And Battlefront had a lot of potential into, like, so much of its depth, because you get the whole Star Wars world to mess with, and you got DICE, who pretty much excels at making big sandboxy shooters where
Beautiful games, though.
yeah, beautiful
Everything
games.
that they've put out has at least been
and
very good.
you got
looking.
you got the good look of Star Wars, but you don't got the game Star Wars. You got
You got the ambience right.
Yeah,
They
you-
nailed the ambience, the sounds,
Sound
music,
design is
everything. They got it on point. But the game was lacking, and they gave a reason as to why it was lacking. It was an inconvenient reason.
So I just looked it up because I was curious about one of the previous Battlefront games, because that came out the same year as Episode 3, but after about 5 months after.
you see,
And
that's the way you should
2
market it.
sold really well. At least as far, I mean, it was a good game at least.
It was a
It's still
good game.
talked
Yeah,
about.
good game. People still play it. I mean, I still have it.
Yeah, we LAN party it every once in a while. It's a great game. It's something easy enough to go back to. But this, if you're trying to make it like the old Battlefront or enhance it in any way, you have to go forward with it.
And it's like, you got Star Wars, the world, make your own shit. You got the source material right there. Make it all. It doesn't even have to be about any character of the series. You just make it about a new character, a new what it has to be. Make it tie into like a co-op campaign-ish feel to it, which they could add, but
I think that would sell even more. A co-op
Mhm.
campaign.
co-op campaign, and just like there's just a lot wrong with that statement. I would say I'm not a big fan of the cut of the single player mode. If there's one planned and it gets cut, it's like, why?
And not to mention, that makes the game online only, so you have to have some sort of Plus, or you have to have Xbox Live to play it. So not only are you throwing in $40 at it, but you also have to pay an additional $10 a month just to play the game. Not even adding a single player experience for you to enjoy for, say, the month that you don't have money for it.
Okay. One more thing to add about the sales. I'm looking at the, what was it? NPD for November of 2005. That was the month, pretty much. Okay, thank you. Pretty much the month after the game came out, because it was October 31st. And let's see. I just had my list right here. Oh, there we go. Battlefront 2 on Xbox sold 467,000 units, and Battlefront 2 on the PS2 sold 447,000 units. That's about 1 million units.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Can we please talk
How many
about
units?
how,
It's
1 million.
1 million versus Call of Duty 2 for 251,000 that month.
I mean, I would just like to talk about the fact that 50 Cent Bulletproof for the PS2 sold more than Soul Calibur 3 for the PS2. I mean, I'm not going to say which one is the better game, but it's not Soul Calibur 3.
Well, definitely 50 Cent Blood on the Sand is definitely better than Dragon Ball Z Budokai, which sold 108 to 178.
Wow, you
Okay.
fuck off.
That was a terrible game. Battlefront. Oh,
This is the
PSP.
Civil War.
Battlefront.
Less than 108,000 units, but that probably boosted it to 1 million, even if it sold 50.
Probably. Let's see what else. It really beat Call of Duty 2? Wow. That's surprising.
A little off topic, but I'm just want to say that I'm excited for the new Star Wars that's going to be worked on with Respawn. The same,
You're on topic.
different Star. Oh wait, is it Battlefront 2 that's being done like that? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I wasn't aware. Well, that Respawn is doing it because Titanfall was generally fun, so I think that'd be fun to kind of see that in that universe. Just that entire experience, fast-paced, jumping wall-to-wall kind of thing. Not that, but I think they did pretty well for the shooter that they got dished out.
I think it was pretty cool. It was like Bastion and Diva.
But yeah, that's the topic of Star Wars Battlefront by the EA. And yeah, stupid reason to get rid of I would say a single player experience would be really good. And there's the game itself just feels a little bit rushed and thrown out at us because you have a lot of time to make this game perfect because it's Star Wars and it's already there for you. So all you have to do is apply some code and a little love and know what the players want. And the players always want. And another thing the players want is E3. E3 is soon. Very
Right around the
soon.
corner.
Right around the corner. E3 is just here, and there's a lot of rumors going around because it's about that time when games are just being like, okay, throwing left and right at us, like
Leaks everywhere.
leaks that aren't even leaks, that are like just made up to cause havoc in everyone. Like I recently just saw a picture basically stating that Bloodborne 2 is a thing, which is like, that's kind of cool to see that world
exciting.
that world being expanded upon sounds amazing, but it's just like, it's also hard a little bit, not too hard to believe. I want to say it's like the picture itself didn't really look official, I would say. And then there's a lot of other games like Red Dead getting its sequel from Rockstar Games, but there's
Prequel.
prequel.
Renegades is apparently what it's called.
Yeah, but there's like there's a lot of like convincing, speculation, rumors, but there's a lot of convincing points as the game is going to be free on consoles for like, the gold and PSN and all that stuff. So it's like, wonder why that game's going to be free. It kind of gives you a little bit of I want to say a little bit of hype juice to fuel this speculation and all that stuff. And I think another Red Dead would be awesome. I'd had a lot of fun playing the multiplayer and that, just hours and hours of countless doing nothing with my
Riding
friends.
around on horses.
Yeah, riding around.
It's just like I remember taking the fort with you and Dylan
Yeah.
and just shooting people. I remember like how like you unlock the sniper rifle usually pretty late. And but I remember when I got it, I was just picking people off a lot. And I just have a lot of fond memories of online.
Yeah, it's just this is a lot of fun with Red Dead. It's just it's a lot of stuff, and then it had a zombie expansion, which is a lot of like what
put a lot of hours into that one.
what would a zombie world be like in the Red Dead Redemption universe? And it worked out pretty well. Traditional headshots only, except like the multiplayer stuff you can do with it was kind of bullshit. Like the survival mode got way too difficult.
Like round 3.
and easy to die in. It's just like, yeah.
Not to mention they threw mountains of enemies at you. They were all moving fast, and you had to get specifically headshots or burn them with fire, which in its own was difficult because all you had for that was a torch or the few weapons that you could actually bring into the actual mission. It was just tough all around.
Yeah. Other than that, there's like what other games would you see?
Actually, I
being
think we're going to
rumored.
see a lot more VR this year.
Yeah, a lot of VR. We're in that time of VR. Get your PCs nice and upgraded so you can handle
Yeah,
the
that's
VR
right,
life.
Get your 1080s.
Get your
PlayStation
1080s.
VR comes out in October,
Mhm.
so I think they're definitely going to throw out a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna pitch my my Valve reveal here in a second because I feel like it's gonna happen, and if it happens exactly the way that I say it's gonna happen, I want everyone to remember it. So here it is. Hang on, let me. Yeah, this is my. I don't know if you read it, but I posted it, and some people saw it, but I was here with Phil, and we were talking about it. So, but yeah, this is how I feel. Okay, now every single word, just listen to it. Okay, so Valve drops a Left 4 Dead 3 trailer, and it's pretty lit, right? Okay, now that's done, and the Left 4 Dead 3 title is still on the screen, and that starts to dim Left 4 Dead, but it leaves the number 3. Then the 3 falls through a blue portal. Boom, Portal 3 trailer, right? Once that's done and people are hyped as hell, the blue portal turns the blue portal turns orange behind the 3, and then the word portal dims out, and that also leaves the 3 with the orange circle behind it. So now all you have on screen is just a 3 with an orange circle around it, right? And the whole screen, the rest of the screen is black. This is going to stay there for about 20 minutes, and people are just going to be yelling a lot in the press conference, right? Yeah. Then Gabe is going to come out smiling, of course, and then he's going to look at everybody, and he's going to be pretty quiet for a little bit, let everyone quiet down, you know, let him talk, and then he's going to say, hopefully, it was worth the wait, and then Half-Life 3 trailer. Okay, that's if it happens exactly like that. I want everyone in here to remember what I said because I called Battlefield 1. I called Battlefield. It's going to be World War 1. What happened? It was fucking World War 1. Okay. So I have a little third eye for this kind of thing. I discovered because I called one game.
Third eye, huh? Third eye.
Third eye.
Yep. So there we go. We got this crazy conspiracy that Scope has about Half-Life 3 being announced by Mr. Gabe himself coming out on the stage, which would be really cool to see. And just like another topic I kind of want to talk about is about E3 itself. Is just like, how many years does E3 have left? Do you think E3 is dying, or because there's been a lot of a lot of discussion on E3 like reaching its last legs due to like how expensive it is to even get out there and do everything, and how much money is put towards it, and the fact that you have to be someone important to really get in there. Not extremely big name, but you have to have some sort of
Connection
connection to get in there, and it's people want more where the actual fans, the not just the critics, you get actual fans to see these games and discuss about it, because in the end the games are made for the people who want to play them. And the best way to get that is to have everyone's feedback, and just like that's the best way you're gonna do it. You're just gonna have to maybe open up an event similar to E3 where people can come in and then just figure out okay, I don't have to spend almost like $12,000 to fly out here, stay in a hotel, eat, go to E3, stay there, all this, and have a more open event that could be a little bit more local for other people, so they don't have to fly everywhere, and just like have a better time to actually experience the games. Both critics and fans can also it can all like be in one room together and really experience what games are all about, because at the end of the day, if you want to sell this product, then you're gonna have to have your community on board with what you're gonna do. And just like, so a lot of people are pretty much just saying that E3 might be on its last legs because of a lot of companies wanted to back out of it, and I don't agree just yet, because I feel like we still got a while before that even happens. But I could see the argument on why people will see this point of view, and just like E3 is just again another critic hive mind where people can go.
Now, see, I don't think E3 as a whole is. I don't think it's dying, but I think it's going to. I want to say open up itself, because right now it's very restricted to the. First of all, it's restricted to the public. Period. Like you said, you need connections and all that. But there are a lot of names that I heard that weren't gonna do something. I guess like Nintendo, but they're doing it. They're doing a Nintendo Direct. But there are certain things like certain companies like EA. They're holding a press conference. They're holding a briefing. But they're not going to have anything on the floor. They're doing their own thing, EA Play, which is open to the public, and I think that's pretty cool. Which I think E3 eventually will actually start doing that, like as a whole. But
Actually, isn't there supposed to be Watch Dogs 2 as well?
Watch Dogs 2, yeah. I think was that confirmed?
No, yeah, I believe they had confirmed it. They had just never given a real release date as to when they were gonna say anything about it. I'm not 100% sure though. That's why I was concerned about it. Because I think it has potential. I really think it does. First one had some good ideas, definitely, but everything that they showed in the tech demo just really at all wasn't there. Like nothing.
Oh. I think the one I'm most excited for out of absolutely everything, Red Dead, hopefully. But the thing is, from the list that we saw a couple days ago, they had, what was it? For Bethesda, it was like Battle Cry, and then it was Dishonored 2, which I'm actually pretty excited for because I like Dishonored. So I was actually pretty, it's like low-key hype though. But there's also an untitled game for Bethesda's conference, and they're having another conference, so it's definitely not. It can't be for Dishonored 2 because that's already known, unless they're just gonna show shit for it. But they also have an entitled game, and my personal opinion, is Prey 2. And if that is announced, I'm gonna cry, because me and Mook have been hyped for Prey 2 since I think like freshman year of high school.
Yeah,
and
for a long time.
That was fucking hyped, and then told me it was canceled.
Exactly. Yeah. It's been canceled for years, and then out of the blue, they just
something surfaced. I remember that. Because Funk didn't know anything about Prey 2. He never heard about it. I'm like, here, let me show you the trailer that was a couple of years ago, and then he's like, wow, what is this? Oh yeah, it's canceled.
It's a bounty hunting game that is now canceled.
That really sucked. But yeah.
That'll be a good announcement, please. Bethesda, show something.
Please.
Please give us something
Please.
good. Please. E3 is gonna be super duper hype. Sorry about that. It's gonna be super nice, and it's gonna be fun to watch. And I say, probably want to be one of the most game changers for if there is VR, since I feel like VR is the best way to revolutionize gaming as a whole. Because it's the step in the right direction where we have everything that's already been done has been done for us. Like this is 3D, now we're going into VR, and there's a lot of lot of stuff that needs to make VR just right. And I guess Oculus Rift is doing it well, because I didn't really think about how an Oculus would work for people who are blind, like a little bit, have to wear glasses and all that stuff. I never really thought about that, and kind of makes it wonder if how VR is going to affect people that can barely see. I mean, I haven't experienced it yet. The only time I ever tried VR or simulation was at this convention we went to, and they had a VR demo, tech demo there, and I didn't. It was nice, but it was a little blurry, and I don't know if that's just the headset's fault or is an earlier version of it.
One thing I want to add about the Rift. Sorry, let's take this off your hands. The Rift is recently the Oculus has patched out some sort of trick in the development kit or something like that, where you could port your games to other headsets easily.
Oh,
wow.
So essentially, they sort of cut out porting for the Rift. You had to either build it for the Rift or build it for the Vive, or build it from the Vive and take it to the Rift or something like that. As now they're trying to cut games from going to the Vive. Which, I mean, I can understand why they do that business-wise, but, like, moral-wise?
Although VR is going to be cool, but I still want to experience it for myself. Because the only thing I ever, like, thought would be, like, maybe a little bit thing that would probably, like, you probably won't notice it, but you might, just in case, is just, like, the like, stuff that we really can't mess around with because it could be hazardous to us. Like, let's say you're in a game and you're experiencing heat, like a fireplace or something, or there's, like, fire around you. There's no way you can really, like, feel that heat, because that's the only thing that I'll ever complain about the VR, is just that immersive feeling of, like, feeling what's around you would be nice, but it's still, like, the overheating sounds pretty scary, and just to have, like, something break while you're watching would be pretty fucking hazardous to you. So it's like stuff like that, just like that one step closer to immersion that we can't get into. So it's still, we're not there yet, but this is as close as we can get for now.
Yeah, they have 2 senses down. They have sight and hearing, and that's about it.
I think VR games that don't require you to get up and do shit, I think those are the safest for now until, because I mean there have been tries, like, you know, like before HoloLens was Illumiroom for Microsoft, and that was, you had to have cameras all over the place, and you gotta clear your living room because it's dangerous. And yeah, but then so I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. They got rid of that, and now they're doing that. Like, okay, now it's bless you. Now it's just sneeze. So, where was I? You knocked me right off my okay, so
HTC Vive ripoff.
HTC Vive. But you know, so I was like, okay, cool. Now it's just it's just goggles that you see through that project stuff onto the, you know, like they played Minecraft at E3. It was really interesting. I liked it, but then, you know, the Vive for HTC Vive, I don't know, because I think it's cool, but the whole camera thing, I think that's taking a step back, because I didn't like the whole camera idea for the living room, because that means you have to clear your area. You should be able to just sit down and get immersed, you know what I mean? But that's just my personal opinion.
That's my opinion.
I mean, personally, with just sight and sound, I don't really feel like we're missing out on anything important. Just for the simple fact that, like, even with Dreams, we have just sight and sound, and we still have that full immersion of feeling like it's real, or at least me personally. I mean, those are the only 2 things that I truly remember sense-wise from a Dream, and it's still full immersion to the point where it feels real. And from the experience I've had with the VR, the very, very small experience with it, it really did feel like, I mean, I wasn't expecting to feel like I'm questioning if this was real life or not, but it definitely did give me a very pleasant experience of being fully immersed, without actually having to put in that extra effort that I have with games in the past.
The VR, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely made me feel like I was, right there in it. But it's definitely going to enhance like the roleplay experience, and in a lot of games, it's going to make certain things more important that we completely left out of our minds previously in games, like our real fears and stuff like that. So our fear of heights, things like that we don't usually think about in games, or fear of death, things like that are kind of overlooked in games now, but in a VR scenario might be more important. Also, taking into those accounts, it's going to lead to some more creative ideas from developers and some of the things that they can do. I mean, I'm looking forward to some of the interesting ideas that we're going to get in the future. Maybe some ideas for maybe like platformers, stuff like that. Just different kinds of games that we really haven't been able to experience until VR was a thing. So I think that it's a little bit early to say that that it might not be a great experience, because I feel like VR is going to be around for quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not going to be perfect at first. And in fact, a lot of the flaws that we see now aren't going to be as prominent in the future, and in the future we're probably going to have to look back on it and notice a lot of things wrong that we didn't even notice right now. But that's with everything. These are literally the same discussions, the same topics that we touched upon years ago when motion control was a thing. These are things that we're going to be talking about when the next big break is going to happen. So really, it all comes down to we got to give it time and just kind of see where it goes. I personally don't think VR is that amazing right now. I don't think I'm going to jump on it because it's a little bit too expensive for me. But definitely in what I'm hoping is the near future, it'll become more affordable, more accessible to the everyday gamer. So
It was a really, really informative speech on the view of VR as a current, I want to say, what it is from a viewer point. And that, I guess that does bring up a good point about dreams and all that stuff and the senses we feel there. But I don't know if that's going to, correlate right, because we are awake. We do know we're in a game, unlike when we do know, that we don't know that we're dreaming. So it's like, depends still. I'm still a little bit on the fence on like immersion wise, because it could be compared to looking through a screen door, but I just assume VR is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be immersive. Playing space games are going to be amazing, and just like all that stuff is going to be awesome. And I think this is when we're going to come to a close, and we're just going to put our closing statements of the show and talk about just a few more stories, like because usually, as you know, and almost if you watch us regularly, we use on our podcast, we tend to have an insect story. Basically, an insect story usually evolves that we tell us incest apparently. Insect story usually revolves around a bug causing panic or harm to us, and that usually like every story turns into that. And we actually have one with Mook here, who decided to take a shower with another companion.
Oh, like it was willing. It was it was last night. I had gotten home. I was tired, ready to go to bed. I go to take a shower. Everything's going all fine. I reach back to grab the conditioner, and right under my hand, instead of the conditioner, is a roach, probably about the length of my thumb, and just as wide. And it just kind of sit there. I didn't yell, didn't freak out, didn't jump back. I just kind of looked at it. I turned off the water, got out. I lifted up the conditioner bottle and slammed it down on top of it. I left. I didn't finish my shower. I just went to bed.
Completely naked. But yeah, I kind of had like an insect similar thing to me when I was in the bathroom over here, and just like I felt something on my arm just kind of like moving. So I looked, and it wasn't like a roach, but it was like a long bug. Kind of like I don't know what to explain. It kind of looked like a leaf almost. So it was a very long bug, and it just yeah, pretty much. And it landed on me, and I was freaking out because I was in the middle of taking a shit. And as I threw it off of me, it was like trying to get up, and it was using its tail to kind of flip up. And I'm like, oh no, this isn't happening. So I took out the so I got up with my pants down and went to I was trying to find something to stun it, and I didn't have shoes on, so I'm like, this is great. So I grabbed the peroxide and threw it on it, and it stunned it for a little bit because it was flipped. It flipped itself back up, so it was stunned by the peroxide until I was like done with my shit. And I was like keeping an eye on it throughout the whole thing. And when I got up, I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. While it's laying down, stunned in the fucking peroxide juice. So I grabbed the shoe, and then I came back, and it's still laying there, and I slam it, and then the bug juice just flies out of it, and the peroxide it has that chemical reaction, so you see everything. Yeah, it bubbles up and sizzles white, and it was like such a really cool kill. And this happened like, I don't know, this happened like.
Insect kill of the week.
Insect kill of the week. Yeah, it happened all like at 7 a.m. in the morning, so no one heard it really, I guess. But yeah, that was like my bug story was that killing a bug was kind of felt cool to look at, I would say.
I remember it was okay. Yeah, might be. I was working at the gas station doing the graveyard shift. And what was okay? I was mopping. No, actually I wasn't mopping. I was just kind of doing my walk around the store real quick, assess the damage that had occurred. And so I'm looking around the store, looking at the fucking filthy floor that hadn't been mopped in like a good 12 hours. And I think, this is going to be garbage. So I turn around and I see a giant roach on the wall of the counter. And, like, this thing's fucking huge. And before I could run up to it and, like, drop kick it, it crawled up underneath the counter like the counter ledge and, like, into some, like, domain that didn't exist. Because I could not get it back out. It just like it crawled into a crevice to never be seen again, and the entire night I'm just like looking around my shoulder like, what's that itch? It's like full paranoid mode.
Draws a circle, takes out its book.
Home teleport. And the only moment I could really compare it to is that moment in The Thing where the guy's head falls off and crawls away, and then they finally say it, just, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Except it got away from me. It just...
Well, I didn't think I'd have one, but I did, and so I went out to the kitchen, and Rain was making coffee. I'm like, sure, I'll have some coffee, and I go back to my room. I sit down, and I hold the side of my bed. And on my left hand, I feel something pinch me. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, oh, interesting. I thought, it felt like, when you touch a feather from a feathery pillow and the feather pricks you. It's like, okay. And I go to grab it. I'm like, that's not a feather because this thing is squishy feeling. I pull up my hand. It's an earwig. Oh! It was like, and I was touching it by the pinchers, and I threw it. I don't know where it went. I still don't know. So I bug sprayed the entire room. It's probably dead or probably got away, but I'm just glad that's over.
That's I was going to talk about my new piercing right here.
my earwig piercings.
Well, just to make the podcast a little bit more interesting, we've actually brought in all the bugs that you guys are talking about to give their side of the story.
It was terrible. He threw me across the room.
Holy shit! Next time we will have our roach guests come next time. Every time we kill a bug, we won't kill it. We'll stun it and we'll keep it on for this show.
Oh God!
I'm filming.
But yeah, that is it for this Ken podcast. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel because we're not just playing games all the time. We're reviewing them and shit. Okay, yeah, too. True, that's true. We do play a lot of games. We review here at We ain't one trick pony. We review and we do a lot of other stuff. We like talk about gaming topics and stuff like that. We just try to bring something fresh, I guess, to the table, but we're still starting out, and it's really good when we have support. And we have Twitters as well. So here at Scope the Gamer. At Scope the Gamer, if you want to check out more of Scope's tweets and stuff like that and see what he's up to and follow his journey on the Doom review, which is coming out pretty soon. If you want to follow me, I am dank_Frank808. And we have Funk here, who goes on Twitter a lot. And you can find him at FunkMasterFlex.
Workout machine.
And I think Rain has a Twitter account. Should be Ono, right? Ono D? Onodera. And if you can't spell it, we're gonna put it on the chat for you. But yeah, try Rain. Oh, Rain Onodera. But yeah, he makes music. He's the one that brings up all the cool tunes for our channel when we're not using, other people's music and stuff like that. But he makes a lot of tunes, and he has a SoundCloud that you can go listen to those, and a Bandcamp as well, so you can buy those tunes, listen to them on the go. And so yeah, basically we have a Facebook page too, KOD Entertainment, where we just post our updates, and basically we do other stuff, but that's really us. And make sure you follow us on YouTube. That's the most important part to us, because that's where we spend most of our time working on. So yeah, if you guys like games and you guys like opinions on games, then here we go. Oh, actually, one little thing before we go. I guess we got a little pre-order bonus for Monster Hunter Generations is a 3DS theme. So we're getting another 3DS theme,
That was very anticlimactic.
which is a little bit anticlimactic, but it's always fun to see. And yeah, we're gonna be out of here soon. Thanks for stopping by and watching, and thanks for the new followers. You guys are great.
Have a wonderful night in New York City.